Hello. Thanks for joining me. I'm so happy that you're here taking the time um, to listen. If I haven't met you, my name is Caitlin Rodriguez. If I know you, I really appreciate you just being here and taking your time to invest in yourself. Um, what I have found with Young Living, my obsession. If you haven't met me, you'll know that you'll smell me from like a mile away. Um, Young Living offers like the ability to kind of have emotional well-being, physical well-being, mental clarity, this vitality, and then peace of mind to know that you are with the best global wellness company that cares deeply for your overall well-being and your family's overall well-being, and all of their products are made clean and simple with um, with very few ingredients. And they do that because um, you probably know somebody or have had cancer, and cancer right now is on the rise by 200%. It's a terrible statistic, and it's the same in children. So what I have found personally with Young Living is a peace of mind, knowing that myself and my family are cared for in the best way possible, and we get our products that are delivered straight to our house that I get to order every month. Um, and then we also get to keep our emotional well-being in check as much as our physical well-being, which I think is really super important because you can trace a lot of strange things in the body. You can trace it back to emotional ties. So, just to give you a little bit of background, I've been doing Young Living for 4 years. I started when my first daughter was 6 months in utero, and I needed a bit more immune system support. And when you're pregnant, you can't like just go to the pharmacy or drugstore or whatever and just like grab something, which I never did anyway. But especially when I was pregnant. So I was like, well, I need something to boost my immune system. I was somebody that was sick every change of the season. So 4 times a year at least, I was sick. And, what I found when I started using these every day, that I didn't get a cold for a year and a half, and my pregnancies were amazing. I'm now a mom of two beautiful, vibrant babies. I'm also a daughter of a 3-time cancer survivor. So this kind of ties into my story too, because I don't choose that life. I don't choose that to be a truth to my kids' lives. So I do the best I can with the knowledge that I have learned and the products that I am provided, and I keep us well. I keep us vibrant, and I have a trust in like everything that walks into my home, and it's easy, which is what I really, really love. So if you're getting this little package from me, you're going to receive a little thank you card with um, some tape. It's going to correspond with the oil that's being used, and the tape around the bottle will match, um, the dram will match the tape on the card and will match the essential oil. So the oils are coming from bottles that look like this or bottles that look like this. In turn, they're the same essential oil. Young Living is the only essential oil company that has been FDA approved for internal consumption. So when you look on the website, you're going to see a white label Vitality, FDA approved for internal consumption. And then you're going to see solid labels. These are what we use for topical use and diffusing. There are 3 ways to use essential oils. You can apply them topically. That's more for maybe when you have like muscle aches and pains or some head tensions, cramping, um, or like to the bottom of your feet at night to promote a really peaceful sleep, or creams, beauty balms, anything like that, diffusing. So you can put it in the diffuser, or you can add, I always say, a drop to your left palm. The left palm is your receiving side. That bottle's empty. drop to your left palm, spiral it around 3 times, and then that was lavender. If you want to grab your lavender and join me on that, you want to cup your nose and just inhale. So this is called aromatic, topical, and then consumption, ingestion. So those are like your 3 ways to use it. Lavender is great for smoothing out the hair. If you have any dried ends, I need a haircut. It smooths out the flyaways. It's pretty great. And then you're like your own personal diffuser. So you should have gotten about five little dram bottle samples. They have about 5 drops in them. So just go ahead and grab them, and then we'll just kind of go down. We'll kind of go down the line. So let's start with lavender. I love this oil. This is very pleasing to most people's senses. This is like our Swiss Army knife. It's really good for anything. What I have found with lavender and frankincense, it's kind of like they do everything. They're amazing for sleep. They're amazing for mood support. They're amazing for skin. They're amazing for boo-boos, for owies, stomach issues. Like the list goes on what you can use. It's good for thickening your hair. It's good for growing your eyelashes, like acne, like the list goes on with lavender. I personally have found a huge success with seasonal support with it since I started using lavender in the diffuser. My family doesn't get allergies anymore. It's really great for respiratory support, so that makes perfect sense. We also love it at night in the diffuser for sleep. That's like personally how we use it, and it's our boo-boo cream here. So when we have an owie, we get our lavender out and we say boo-boo, you know. It's super gentle on the skin. If you're working with kids, I do recommend dilution. That would look like a roller ball. This is teeny tiny, but they make one like double this. You fill it with some carrier oil, coconut oil, argan oil, grapeseed oil, and then you'll add your drops of oil, and then shake it up, and then you have your kids safe oil, and you can just roll it on whatever needs some tending. Let's go with Valor, just so we can like really ground ourselves. So Valor is a very cool oil. It's dark blue. You'll see it when you open up your dram. This is amazing. This has changed my life. This will change a lot of people's lives. If you're somebody that suffers with anything emotionally, depression, anxiety, fear, anything to do with like lack, or just you need courage, this is your courage in a bottle. Our favorite way to use this: put a drop on your wrist. You're going to see it's like very dark blue. You're just going to hold your wrists together, and you're just going to sit. If you practice prayer, if you practice meditation, if you practice breathing exercises, this is a beautiful way to balance your energy and just kind of like hone in and ground yourself at any time during the day. If this is a prelude to your day, you set your intentions. If this is how you end your evening, this is going to really allow you to sleep and feel very, very peaceful, like very grounded, very rested. My hands are now getting hot, and I feel my pulse like getting heavy. So what it does is it balances energy. It's also known as chiropractor in a bottle. So if you're having like some back issues, some funny things, you can put a couple drops up your spine and like feather it up. Just good for mood. So if you are using this just to like really support you, you can do the drop in your left hand, spiral it around and inhale. Your emotions are on your ears. So you can take it and like rub it around your ears and the back of your neck, right close to your brain, and just give it a good smell. When we're talking about emotions, essential oils are key because they can alter what's going on in a matter of 22 seconds. So when you smell them, your brain activates, and it can't do two things at once. It can't be anxious and it can't be joyful. It can't be sad and it can't be happy. It can't speak fear and then you can't speak life. So when you're doing these things of like mindfulness and you're saying, I'm okay, like I'm breathing, I'm all is well, your body shifts to these good, happy places instead of like the low frequency, I'm not okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this. Like, it's a great way to mindset, like to just get you through whatever situation is happening. Valor was actually how I birthed my two babies, um, without epidurals. I just, you know, I can do this. We can do hard things. I huffed my valor. I had my roller. I had it in the diffuser. All was well. Really cool what they can like overcome in the body. So let's talk some mood support. Um, Depending on what I have, you either got citrus fresh or you got lemon, which I have above me. Um, Really beautiful blend of citrus oils. Lemon is just straight lemon oil. So the very cool thing about citrus oils is that they are steam stilled, extracted. I'm sorry, steam stilled. I don't know why I'm stumbling on my words. Distilled. They're stilled. They're steam distilled. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. So typically, like, we don't eat the rind of the fruit because it's very tart and it's very like bleh. That's where all the nutrients are. So they pull all of the chemical compounds out of the rind of the citruses, which are very high in D-limonene. Um, I highly recommend you Google this. I'm compliantly not allowed to say what D-limonene does, but I definitely recommend that you look it up. Getting D-limonene in the body is an amazing way to ward off all the bad things that we don't want in our future. And it's a really great way to like alkalize the body. They do make this in a vitality, so you can take a drop in your tea or a drop in your water in the morning. It's a really beautiful way to like start to flush the system and get everything rolling. And then it's also amazing for mood support. When you smell your citruses, it smells like sunshine in a bottle. It is such a wonderful way to spark creativity and uplift your spirits. It is a great way to start the day. Put some citrus in your diffuser, turn it on, and like all is well. It's amazing. Um, Also, to keep you like energized and uplifted, peppermint. Peppermint is a beautiful way to like keep you focused and keep you alert and keep you like rocking and rolling. Um, Sorry, I just got a call. So I definitely recommend to keep like these staples on hand. Um, Peppermint is a great way to wake up. Peppermint and citrus oil in the diffuser. It's also really amazing for respiratory care. So if you're somebody that is like looking for a little bit of boost in the lungs, peppermint oil is amazing. It does come in a vitality. It is a great thing to put a drop in your water. It has been shown to increase respiratory function by 25%. So if you're somebody that works out, this is huge. You want oxygen because you want your muscles to work. You want to oxygenate your blood. Um, Moving on, where do I go? Let's talk about right now. So we've been in a time of, I like to call it the plague. Like when it's in comparison, parallel to what has happened in the past, it's the plague. So we have a blend of oils called thieves. These are proprietary blends to Young Living, by the way. Thieves, Citrus Fresh, Valor, Stress Away, Peace and Calming, all proprietary blends that Gary Young, the owner of the company, created because he's brilliant. He was a scientist, a farmer, um, and a doctor. So he like really just put all of his knowledge like into these bottles. It's very cool. So thieves. The backstory to this is that it was created by um, an apothecary's cousins, sons, back during the 15th century bubonic plague, when the grave robbers would go rob the graves of the dead and the dying. um, they would put this blend on their masks and on their beard and on their body and the bottom of their feet, and they wouldn't get the illness. So when they got their punishment, they asked, like, well, what is it that they're doing that they're not getting sick? And they released this herb blend, which is simply rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus, cinnamon, and clove. And it warded off all the evil spirits and they stayed well. So I 1000% recommend this during one, we're in cold and flu season, two, we're in a pandemic. So I would use your thieves oil and I would use it often. They do make a dietary one. It is a white label, so you can consume that. And I suggest tea is a really great way to use it. I also love this in the diffuser, and to create a roller for your children so you can use it on their feet and for yourself. At night is a really great way to just kind of safeguard yourself, and then during the day before you go out. Um, I want to talk about a few more emotional supportive oils. Whether I send them to you or not is different, but frankincense, peace and calming. And then I didn't grab stress away. But these oils are really, really amazing to create this overall sense of peace, groundedness, well-being, all as well. I do think that when you're working in the space of like anxiety and panic and fear and like, I don't know, like it's just hard to like catch your breath. Nothing good comes of that. So if you have a tool that you can just like put on and, you know, say positive words or just like take a breath and just ground in and settle yourself, a lot more good things are going to flow to you instead of negative. And I 1000% agree with that. And I think it's such a beautiful thing to have tools um, that work so quickly to just allow you to feel okay. Um, Peace and calming, I love at night. Kids love this too, but I love this to rub like on my face, the bottom of my feet, or in the diffuser. Whereas stress away, I like more during the day because it doesn't make me sleepy. Stress away smells like vacation in a bottle, and I wish they made it in a Vitality because I would recommend that you use it in your sparkling water to create like a spritzer, maybe instead of wine. Um, Frankincense. This is such a beautiful way to kind of anoint yourself before you go to sleep. Take a drop, mix it with water, put it on your skin. You're going to use this as a serum, and it's going to allow your skin to be like flawless. Like it takes care of fine lines, wrinkles, dark spots, age spots, like anything that you don't want. Frankincense kind of erases, and it's one ingredient. You know, it's none of these like serums that you buy that have a list of ingredients like this long and you don't even know how to pronounce them. Hard pass. You know, frankincense, it's one thing. Um, I have a lot to say about frankincense that I am not going to. So if you are somebody that maybe has had cancer or it runs in the family or like whatever, um, I'm just going to recommend to you that you use frankincense and that you use it often. Um, they actually have a resin and it does come in a Vitality. If you want to talk more on that, uh, talk to me. um, I would love to talk and spread some a bit more knowledge about that. What else? What else? What else? So I didn't bring it, and I'm not sure, I'm gonna be sending out like other samples. So some of the other oils that come in starter kits, um, are great for muscles. So there's one called Pan Away. It used to be called Pain Away. That's amazing for muscles, ligaments, and joints. And then some of the new ones that came out with are really fun. So they have like all of these citrus oils, including bergamot and lime and tangerine. And they're just like these really beautiful, like feel good kits. And it's such a fun way to get started because you get free diffusers when you purchase your kit. Um, there's also a whole thieves line that they have with like mouthwash and cleaner and um, toothpaste. Like they've thought of everything. That's another really cool way to get started, and you'll get like this big bottle of thieves. If you're more on the end of like ditching and switching like chemical laden products in your house and you're not sure where to go from there, if you're like a big Miss Myers person or I don't even know what's out there. I don't go to the store. But the Thieves products are such an amazing way to like ditch and switch, we like to call it, so that you can like start with a clean slate, get rid of toxins in your house, and then use these really amazing products that are infused with essential oils so they actually boost your immune system. Um, and they help to balance your hormones instead of hinder your hormones. Um, Another one that I may be sending out to you or I may have not is called Ningxia Red. And it is a full body supplement. It's a liquid full body supplement that is amazing for heart health. It's amazing, amazing, amazing for literally every system in the body. So, whether you're working on your heart health, your respiratory health, your skin health, your anything like your hair, your eyes, your sleep, your hormones, your liver and kidney function. Ningxia Red is the easy button. It does everything. My kids call it power juice. We drink it every day. Typically we start in the morning because it's like our power juice to get us through the day. And then if ever I notice like we're cranky or like for me especially, I like to call it dragging ass. If I feel like I'm dragging ass, I like to take an extra shot of Ningxia in the afternoon. Um, I mean, some of the oils do that too, but I just love Ningxia. It's such a treat. So let's see. Let's talk just for a minute about like what an essential oil is because I know it's like kind of trending right now. This company has been around for 26 years before it was even cool. So they knew what was up a long time ago. Um, so an essential oil is in comparison to when you get cut, and my nails, something, something. When you get cut and you know how you get like the white pus that comes up to the cut to heal it? Those are your white blood cells. Those are like the fighter cells. An essential oil is just that. So say you like break off the plant and you have all that clear liquid that comes. That's what they call the lifeblood of the plant. That's really like what the essential oil is. So it's all of the life-giving property that they pull out of the plant and they're able to steam distill it at just the right temperature for just the right amount of time. Young Living, no other company does this. Um, and it pulls out all of the chemical constituents of it. Those chemical constituents are the healing properties of the plant. So it's really super important that you have all of those chemical constituents because if not, then you're just buying a fragrance. And when we talk about essential oils, you want all of those feel goods, all of those medicinal properties, all of those mood changing, all of those life giving things, right? Because we get one life and we have one body and we want to give it the best things that we can give it in the best way possible, in the most efficient and cost effective way. So when we're talking about essential oils, the best way, the easiest way to use them is one, in the diffuser, two, applied to the bottom of the feet in a roller, or three, rolling along the spine. when you want those immune boosting properties, when you want, the quick, easy access, that's the most well-rounded way to use it, unless you're dealing with a knee injury or a shoulder injury or whatever, like blemishes on the face. Then you go into your more targeted, like spot treating. So I encourage you to reach out to me with any questions, and any extra like samples that you may need, or anything that you want to dive deeper into. Compliantly, I can only say so much, but I'm happy to talk to you in a phone conversation, or we can do a Zoom and we can kind of dive in a little deeper. Yeah, I love talking about this. Like I said, I've been doing it for 4 years, women's health, and it just lights me up. I am definitely an advocate for feeling your best, and I think in our society, like it's not common to actually feel good. Like you're kind of just supposed to get used to like feeling mediocre or just okay or in pain or tired or moody or whatever. It doesn't have to be that way, right? There is like an easy button, and I find this is it. Like this is like our missing link to everything we need. And it's simple. You just have to use the products. You just have to get them in your body, on your body, and they do the work. So it really is like such a beautiful option to have and to welcome into your home. So let's talk more. Let's figure out what you need and what the best way is to serve you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.